This lecture is on the two-messenger model of hormone action. So the two-messenger model. Protein type hormones, and remember that the two-messenger model is characteristic of protein type hormones. So protein type hormones then usually can't pass through cell membranes. Therefore, specific receptors lie on the outer surface of your target cell's cell membranes. And again, these receptors I will even say, so these receptors then again recognize the hormones and the hormones combine with these, and I'm just going to remind you that these will be protein with these protein receptors, that is to say receptors made of protein. And then when the hormone and receptor combine on the membrane's surface, this activates enzymes within the membrane. And these enzymes produce a compound that acts as a second messenger. And this second messenger then diffuses throughout the cell and produces the hormonal effect. So I'm going to draw you a picture of this in just a moment. So again, we have an endocrine gland. Here it is. And as before, we have our cells. And again, this is a target cell, and these two then will be non-target cells. There and there. So now we have a hormone with a different shape. So here now we have, I'm going to make little hexagons here. Again, the shape is important and specific to this hormone. So here they are then. So here now we have protein type hormones in the bloodstream. And of course, they are going to wind up near the surfaces of all your cells. Right, here we go. Oops. All right, so there we are. So on a target cell, what you are going to see then is an appropriate protein receptor. And for some reason, my markers are refusing to do this. I don't quite know what to do about this, but let's just try the red now. So here we have a protein receptor, little bow tie shaped protein receptors. See if I can get this one All right, so there we are. There are some protein receptors. And then here, we have this added substance here, the enzyme here. So what is going to happen then? Is that when you have one of these hormones successfully dock with these protein receptors. So let me actually label these. So here now we have a receptor protein. And then what happens is that when you get a successful docking between the hormone and the receptor protein, then what will happen is that this can then be released. So now we have this new substance that is released, and that then is the second messenger. And this produces the hormonal effect. So there we have, as I said, a nice little second messenger system on the target cell. Now let us say instead you have either no receptors on the cell's surface, or maybe you have some inappropriate receptors. We still have receptors on the cell's surface here, but they are not the right kind. So here, now, we have, these now are, again, inappropriate protein receptors. So when you have an endocrine gland that is making protein-type hormones, the protein-type hormones enter the blood in the usual way. They cannot pass through the cell membrane, so they have to interact with protein receptors that are on the cell membrane, and then it is the combination of the protein-type hormone and the receptor on the surface that then acts to release the second messenger, and it's the second messenger that then acts inside the cell to produce the hormonal effect. And that is the end of this lecture.